talk about who we are, it can be easy to think about it in very simple terms. Our parents, our jobs, where we're from. But the truth is, it's actually really complicated. We're all made up of unique DNA that connects us to centuries of relatives that came before us. And most of them, we don't know the first thing about. That's why a month ago, the 5 of us took DNA tests to find out more about who we are. Come take this journey with us on the road to discovery. This is Who Am I? Here to help us understand our story is the host of PBS Genealogy Roadshow, Kenyatta Berry. Thank you so much for being here, Kenyatta.
Thank you so much.
We're so excited and nervous at the same time.
Excited.
Yes, nervous excited.
And Kenyatta, before we get started, what should we expect from the results? Because we did the swabbing and sent it in, and so we know nothing.
Correct.
Nothing.
You know nothing.
Right.
So what you can expect is I'll tell you the results of that swabbing.
Okay.
And then I will also give you some additional information about your family and what it means.
Okay.
As well, and then share some pointers with you. And of course, ask any questions or answer any questions.
Okay.
you have.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Who was up first?
Tamara.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. The results of your DNA test
Yes.
resulted in 45% sub-Saharan African lineage.
Really?
Now, what that means, it's comprised of 22% Ivory Coast and Ghana,
Ghana.
10% Cameroon and Congo,
Wow.
9% Mali.
That is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Now,
I've always heard that I was from West Africa, but I didn't know
what
where.
part? Yeah. But now let's get to your European part.
Okay.
So you're 21%
Yes.
British.
You knew you were British. I'm obsessed with Brits. Yes.
That's good. Well, you're also 12% Irish.
No way! I thought it was just a little bit. That's
Explains
crazy.
the drinking.
I love Guinness.
Okay.
I love Guinness.
And 8% Iberian Peninsula.
Never
Where
heard
is
of that.
Like the hotel?
No, well, more Spanish area, but we'll have a map to show.
Really? Holy crap!
That's why we look alike.
Yes! Holy crap! I
Yes.
had no idea.
Yeah.
That is insane.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Look at
That is beautiful.
So that is the makeup of who you are.
Wait a minute, I have more European than African?
You do.
Well, that's not a surprise to Tamara.
There's
Holy
the map
crap.
actually showing the places.
That's
No
sweet.
way.
Very emotional. That's
Wow.
It's very emotional. Oh my
It is.
goodness, I had no idea.
It is, yeah. And, you know, you were wondering about the West African part of
Yes,
it.
yes.
And for the slave trade, a lot of the slaves that came to the U.S. and some to the Caribbean as well were from West Africa.
Wow.
So that's the result of your DNA that you get from your mom.
So would you say that some of my ancestors were slaves?
Yeah,
I do
possibly.
know that my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather lived in the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know exactly how they got to the Bahamas. But I do know through history, it was owned by England at one point.
Yes.
So could it be that slave masters actually brought them there
Yeah.
to the Bahamas?
Slaves were brought to the Bahamas.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. And although slavery ended in the Bahamas probably 25 years before it did in the United States.
Wow.
Just so you know. So
That
that's
is crazy.
So that's why you have that West African percentage, is because that your ancestors who were slaves survived.
Wow.
And made it here so that you could sit here today.
How are you
That
feeling,
is
Sam?
beautiful.
How
Yeah.
are you feeling?
Well, our family, we are survivors.
Yeah.
So now I know where we got it from.
Yeah.
That's not a surprise to me.
Right.
They're very strong people.
Yeah.
You said the Spanish side. What?
Well, you got to think about your DNA. You get 50% from each of your parents, right?
Yeah.
So you've done the research, and your dad had the English part of it, but
Yeah.
there's probably some other parts of it that are attached to your mom as well.
Wow.
So from this point forward, you can go back and ask more questions. You can find out additional information.
Okay.
Interview family members. Take some trips.
Yeah. Oh
see
my
some records.
goodness. I love it. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
That's great.
I'm so intrigued.